All right. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. I am WXFan21. Well, let me get some housekeeping out of the way with. For those of you who don't know who I am a Metroid franchise commentator, esports commentator, and I'm also on the tournament staff for this tournament. And I gotta say, proud moment. I created my first tournament race room, and this is my first tournament seed. Let's see how crazy this is gonna get. Vanillable on the left, cathuman on the right. Can we get phase on an alcove is all I'm saying. I'm literally pushing all the buttons. Just bear with me, folks. Launcher? Expansion for the cat. How's everybody doing tonight? Sunwoo, it's good to see you. Also, shout out to Jeff Gaines in Games. Appreciate him walking me through setting up the race room and the seed. Big shout outs to Jeff. Let's see where our artifacts are. Alright. My first seed gen for a tournament. Where are the artifacts going to be? Can I get a PMT? Can I get an OP? Maybe a PCA? Maybe they'll all be in lower mines. Oh, nice Varia. You're welcome, chat. You are welcome, racers. At least Varia isn't on Thardus this time. Yes, I did. Again, for those just tuning in, I'm WXFan21, your commentator for this race. I'm also one of the tournament staff for this tournament. We got Quarantine Cave, Shore Tunnel, Cargo Freight Lift, Tower of Light, Life Grove Tunnel, and Furnace. No lower mines for artifacts. Cargo Freight Lift is fun. You'll double see the artifacts over here for Vanillable. Q Quarantine Cave, Shore Tunnel, Cargo Freight Lift, Tower of Light, Life Grove Tunnel, and Furnace. Nice, Sunwell. Hopefully you all are having a great night. I mean, not bad artifact locations. Cathuman's gonna go ahead and check what's here. That's our another expansion. Look at the cat jumping around. MQB phase on? Maybe. Nice high five. A lot of seed to go. Let me tell you about these racers and where they stand in their groups. Vanillable is 1-1. Cathuman is 1-2. So one of these racers, they're going to get their second win of Group A, which is going to be pretty cool. I see a missile on Vault Ledge. Oh, nice supers! Nice supers and half pipe. Let's go. How exciting. There are no racer agreements, by the way. Just an FYI. It's what it is. What you see is what you see is what you get. Nice missile looked like there in Tunnel. Nice Notroid. Purple Notroid, if you will. It's pretty in purple. Nice E-Tank for Vanillable in Ruined Shrine. Oh, the boots. Boots. Ooh, and a PB expansion. Where is our orb? I don't know which it is. Nice expansion on Vault Ledge, by the way. Right now, we need to find our Morph Ball. There really cannot be that many places for it. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say our Morph is probably... Crash Site? Again, we saw the E-Tank, so it's not in Shrine, so it's probably a Crash Site. So I don't think it can be anywhere else, because everything else is Morph Ball locked. Cat gets the super missiles, yes. You're welcome for the super missiles. Looked like an E-Tank in Vault. Vanillable's about to get their fantastic boots. Boots. Oh, nice grapple. Yep, Morph Ball at Crash Site. That's my guess. E. Beetle Jam. Beetle Jam. Nice E-Tank as well. Double E so far. Over in Ruined Shrine. A little high five here for the racers yet again. It looks like it anyway. Those scarabs are all over the place. No, now we got a high five. Alright. Ah, there's Launcher. Launcher was over on Grapple Ledge. Here we go. Oh, Vanillable, please. Vanillable, you have 14 energy. Stop it. Cat, cat, kitty, cat. Going over. This is out of logic there, Mr. Oh, no, wait a minute. We can get to Magmore. Ooh. Morph Ball could be in Magmore. I also just think Morph Ball is hanging out at crash site, but there's a good possibility it's not. And? What? Okay, Morph Ball and Root Cave. So, where's X-Ray Visor? Because I don't believe that's in Logic on X-Ray. I've never seen Morph Ball in Root Cave before. Okay, that's just crazy. I'm kind of excited. Like, this is a seed that I genned. Like, I want to see where items are. Fiery Shores definitely could be a thing. I mean, we have to find X-Ray Visor relatively soon. Cat, please. Cat, stop that. Cat. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Yeah. Good idea. A good attempt from Cat, but, that did not work. This does allow Vanillable. Time to catch up. Nice PB drop, but we need health. There we go. Go, Cat. Go, Cat. He wants to farm. Yes, he does. He wants to farm. Farm those beetles. I mean, it's possible X-rays over at Crash Site. I can't believe Morph Ball's here in Root Cave. I mean, I can, but it's kind of crazy. Give these racers a follow! Exclamation point R in the Twitch chat. Exclamation point C to follow the commentary and tracking team. Well, I guess just you can follow me, because I am the commentary and tracking team. Dun dun dun, best music in the game. Oh, hi, X-Ray. Told you we'd find X-Ray soon. Here's our logic for Morph. What logic, though, huh? Looks like Cat was trying to peek whatever was over there in Shores. I couldn't tell if that was Ice Beam or a Notroid. Fiery Shores track item was our X-Ray Visor. And there's our artifact. We already have our Power Bomb expansion. We can get this and knock this artifact out of the way with. Vanillable. Already here in Fiery Shores. Right on Cat's tail. Pun not intended, but nice execution by me. You all want Plasma Beam on Thardus, right? Imagine if the first seed I genned is Plasma Beam on Thardus. I'm just saying. Actually, it can't be. There's an artifact on Thardus. Plasma could be a quarantine monitor. It can't be in Quarantine Cave. So we get an artifact on Thardus. Where is K-Rar? K-Rar would be having a field day. Again, for those of you on YouTube who have no idea who K-Rar is, one of the many Metroid Prime Randomizer fans that watch these live and on VODs. Shout out K-Rar. Shout out to all of you fans. Alright, storage cavern is... Wave Buster! Way to not get it, cat. Jeez. Back through Triclops pit goes Cat. Vanillable right on Cat's tail. They are neck and neck. They are a one-room difference right now, if that. Now, Cat's going to go ahead and check. Actually, you can't really check it. You have one... Oh, no, you get 2 PBs. You can check Lava Lake. Where's Bombs at? Okay, it's just an E-tank. Plasma Vanilla? Hold. Any holders in chat? See, Vanillable gets the Wave Buster. Alright. Cat's making his way back through Chozo. He's going to go to Vault. And it's just a missile here in Vault. Plenty of items still to check. Over here in Chozo. Vanillable, we'll see what way they elect to go. Who's hanging out watching this live? Let me hear from you in the Twitch chat. How's everybody's night going? Or whatever time of the day it is for you. Excuse me. Ah, there's the other power bomb that Vanillable needed. You'll be rewarded with an E-tank. Magma pool here for the cat. Finds just a missile. Not gonna help him here. And he falls into the drink. Well, the lava. We still don't know what TCA and Trading Chamber have. Well, Fazbel, glad you can watch this live. Alright, into Gathering Hall. Nice climb from Cat. Nice blue Metroid. Jeez, purple Metroid, blue Metroid. You're welcome. Can we get a green next? Maybe a pink? Oh, there are our bombs. Watery Hall access, wow. Cat looking good on movement. Okay. I don't know what that is. Nice missile expansion. More missile expansions. We can check one of the upper dynamo items. Still early, still no beams. I'm calling Wave Beam in Ruin Shrine. Morph Ball Lock, Bomb Lock, Tunnel. Oh my goodness, Cat's gonna do the Dynamo Peak. For what it's worth, this is not in logic. No out of bounds is in logic for any tournament seed in this tournament. At least by the normal preset. It's a missile expansion, upper dynamo. How's the game audio versus my voice, everybody? How's the audio mix? Wait, what's that? You want me at 400% volume? You got it, chat. Nah, I'm just kidding. Let's go see what's on Zoid, though. Cat... I'm not a big fan of this. Typically, when you go into a Zoid fight, you want to have a pivot save. And Cat is not pivot saving. So, Cat is committed to doing Zoid and just going forward, which is fine. You have bombs, so it's not a problem. Alright. Are we going to find anything here on Zoid? Expansion. Alright, chat. Is Zoid gonna be required? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Is Zoid going to be required? 1 for yes, 2 for no. We got some 1s on the chat. Got a 2. I think it's not going to be required. Can we please get a plasma beam on Zoid? Please! Come on, plasma beam on Zoid. Hold. No, no plasma beam on Zoid. Zoid is not required. Vanillable also doing this out of bounds to check the upper furnace item. Alright, Cat is headed to Furnace. Gotta get through this Morph Ball puzzle first. Or Morph Ball Bomb puzzle. What is this room even called? I forget. Alright, here we go. The only check that Cat can do right now, at least to get, is Furnace. We do not have Spider Ball. And Artifact Lower Furnace. That's gonna at least go peek what the item is over in Upper Furnace. Can't, I mean, we might be able to get it right now, but let's see what it is. It's an E-Tank. Alright. So, we have areas available to us. We've got Fendrana open. We've got... What else do we get open? We've got Underneath Ship. We've got Frigate Crash Site. Still a lot of checks. Plant. We get Plant. Now Vanillable gonna go to the Zoid fight. Cat is building on his lead. Vanillable with solid knowledge and game mechanics. Still has some to work on with speed. But Vanillable's game mechanics really on point. Here we go. Cat is gonna warp to start. 2 checks here that Cat can do. And then most likely we'll head into Magmore. This is a good routing decision here from Cat. So again, we've got we got landing site here by the ship, and we've got landing site. Cat must have peeked it earlier and doesn't want whatever's at landing site. Here we go. Again, we've got Space Jump and we've got Grapple Beam. Landing site is Missile Expansion, so nothing here. Alright, here we go. Back through Magmore for Cat. Cat's only place now is Fendrana. Well, and Plant. Cat's gonna go Warrior Shrine with the Power Bomb, gonna go underneath. Nice Wave Beam! That opens up a lot. I don't know why Cat has elected to go back to Talon. To me, I would take the Wave Beam and start clearing out Fen. You know you're going to have to come back here for Cargo Freight Lift anyway. Is Cat going to go late Chozo? We've got some late Chozo checks that have opened up. And we've got Tower of Light, so I guess Cat's going to go grab the artifact. Not the biggest fan of this strategy. But let's see if it pays off. I know Tower of Light's here, but if you're going to commit to a Tower of Light check and you're leaving Magmore, to me, you're going to commit to the late Chozo checks. Because again, now you're getting further and further away. Yeah, it's just a missile expansion. Now you're going to get further and further away from Magmore. Still got some crucial items to find. Still got 2 suits to find. Got Spider Ball and Boost Ball. Gotta get the Thermal Visor. Not really needed, but we also need both beams. So Cat's gonna grab his 3rd artifact. And Vanillable also gonna do the same thing here. Both want to get Tower of Light out of the way with early. If this is ice, this is the right play. It's just an E-Tank. Oh, Vanillable doesn't have Wave Beam. Vanillable never went into Magmore for Wave. Yep, Cat's gonna go now make a play for Chozo. Late Chozo. Like I said to me, if you're gonna get that Tower of Light item now, you're probably gonna commit to the late Chozo play. With Wave Beam, we've got Crossway open. We've got Training Chamber access, Training Chamber. We've got Anti-Chamber. And that's it for right now. So Cat's gonna go ahead, get across Magma Pool. I'm gonna take a peek at what's in TCA. And what is in Training Chamber. Missile expansion. This could be huge here, hold. And it's a Metroid. Again, for me, from my standpoint, this to me is a waste of time. But I understand wanting to check them and not... Again, we only got one beam combo. One beam, rather. Oh, chat. Chat. Alright, I'm switching the music. We got a plant battle. Plant! Alright, so here's the deal. Alright? This needs to be Phazon. This needs to be... And it's nothing. Okay. So Vanillable has wasted their time doing plant. We do not have Spider to get back up. The bomb jump to get back up into... back in the Sun Chamber is not in logic. You need Spider logically in these settings. Both racers are wasting a little bit of extra time than they need to. Vanillable now knows that they have to go all the way into Magmor. Double elevator rides here. It's now time for a play in Phendrana. Again, folks, exclamation point R in the Twitch chat. Give these racers a follow. Exclamation point C if you want to follow myself. Nice spider ball! Wow. What a find. I think that was what? Transport Tunnel A? Whatever it was, very nice. Alright, here we go. Let's find out what's here in Phendrana. Nicely done. E-Tank frozen. I can't tell what's over there on Lighthouse. There's the Wave Beam for Vanillable. Vanillable. Let's go. Vanillable can save a lot of time right now. Heading straight into Fen. Vanillable is behind. That Spider Ball puts this Ice Ruins East check into logic. That nice main PBs. That is an interesting idea, fast mode, and Vanillable is doing that. Going to go right into Fen. I like this. Trying to make up some time off of Cat's speed here. Been very linear so far. No real route divergence. Cat's going to make his way into Chapel. El Chozo Ice Temple before Chapel. Beautifully done from Cat. Main PBs and Spider Ball are required for Vanillable. Cat finds nothing that they want to keep here inside of Chapel. Raiders, welcome in. I'm WXFan21, the commentator for this game. Or for this race, rather. I did not see what was over inside of Chozo Ice Temple. I'm also one of the tournament staff here for the Metroid Prime Randomizer Tournament 2025 edition. Vanillable wants this. Oh, Valid Seed. Flamethrower in Lighthouse. Valid Seed. Does it for the fans. And I'm proud to say this is the first tournament seed I have genned ever. And so far it's been pretty fun and pretty tame. So thank you all for the raid. Hope your stream went well. Fen Canyon has something. Thermal? A PB expansion, okay. Well, now we get 7 PBs. We got plenty. We are still looking for Gravity Suit, Ice Beam, Phazon Suit. Boost Ball would be nice, Thermal would be nice, Ice, Plasma, and Phazon. The last fully required items. Without Thermal Visor, Thardus is not in logic. We do have an artifact on Thardus. Exclamation point R to follow the runners. Exclamation point C to follow myself. Cat into the ruined courtyard. Vanillable is leaving. Vanillable is leaving the Chozo Ice Temple. Nice Ice Beam. Ice Beam in ruined courtyard. That is huge. But again, still does not put Thardus into logic. No Thermal. Vanillable 1-1 in Group A. Cathuman is 1-2. One of these two racers are gonna grab their second win in the group stage. Now, just because Thardus isn't in logic doesn't mean the racers can't do Thardus. It just means that Thermal Visor is somewhere before they're logically supposed to do the Thardus fight. Now, I would go check Quarantine Monitor here well before the Thardus fight if I could, but Cat is here, and it's time to battle some rocks. Time for a Thardus fight. Double PBs, okay. Gotta wait for this Thardus cutscene. Or animation, rather. Go, go, Cat the human. The rocks, the rocks, the rocks. The rockety, rockety rocks. Cat is still using the PBs. I actually like this strategy, but again, we have like 7 power bombs, so... Or Cat has 7 power bombs, so plenty to spare. Alright, Thardus is now going to go on to the last phase of the fight. Very quick Thardus fight. Amazing what happens when you have 7 power bombs. Remember, Thardus has an artifact. Fantastic fight from Cathuman. 4 artifacts for him. And now we'll see what is in Quarantine Monitor. Vanillable about to find their Ice Beam. And it's an E-Tank and Cumon. Now, there are several checks that we can do inside of the Space Pirate Labs. The question is Cat going to go do them? Vanillable gonna take a quick save and energy refill. Cat is gonna proceed into Farfendrana. Second best music in the game right here, chat. Alright, now a peek. What is here in the Space Pirate Labs, where Thermal Visor normally is. Research Core is just a missile, so Cat will go do this. This is very smart. Several checks here in the Space Pirate Labs. Vanillable now on to the Thardus fight. Alright, here we go. What's here in this research lab? Missile? Looks like a double missile. I didn't realize you could peek that item. Whatever it was, Cat didn't want it. Labs so far is a waste of time. One item remains. Research Lab Hydra. Labs had absolutely nothing. So now Cat's gonna traverse all the way back through Labs again. Vanillable has 3 artifacts. Cat has 4. Now, this is smart by what Cat is doing. We know the last 2 artifacts are over in Cargo Freight Lift and are over in Life Grove Tunnel. Here's the thing. Cat doesn't have boost yet. So, Cat is going to go here in the late show. So, we've got the Ice Beam. And go do a couple of checks over here. Raiders, welcome in, welcome in. This is a Group A matchup of the Metroid Prime Randomizer tournament here between Vanillable and cathuman. Vanillable 1-1, cathuman 1-2 in Group A. Let's see what Anti-Chamber has. It is an E-Tank. Now Cat's gonna run in the late Chozo checks. Meanwhile, Vanillable taking a little bit of a different path, back into Magmore. And it's gonna go over to Workstation. And head behind Thardus that way. We get the Crossway check and the Hall of the Elders check for Cat. Vanillable making their way across fiery shores. And it's a not Troid, that's a standard green one. I gotta say, for the first seed I've ever rolled, this has been pretty tame. Nice E-Tank. Pretty tame seed. We need Boost Ball for Life Grove Tunnel. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Now, Vanillable's made their way back into Talon. Into Root Cave. I mean, it's possible I jammed a Boost Ball in a really weird spot. Here we go. Over to Talon for Cat. Great Tree Chamber. Boostless Life Grove is no fun for any racer. I don't care what level of racer you are. Boostless Life Grove is horrible. And is not in logic. Now, it's possible Boost Ball is here in Great Tree Chamber. We're gonna find out. It's not. So Cat's got a decision to make. Attempt Boostless Life Grove, retreat, or bar skip. Okay, chat hold. It's gonna be a boostless Life Grove attempt, and Cat hasn't saved in quite some time. Chat hold. Oh dear. Oh dear. Hold. Hold. Gets it. Got the artifact. But now can you get out? This is where things get really interesting for Cat. Cat needs to be extremely careful. You have not saved in quite some time. Actually, you did save. Probably back in Chozo. Vanillable is headed to Tower of Light to get that artifact. Remember, Cathuman did this earlier. Oh, so close for Cathuman. Cat's gonna give this another try. Up one, up two, up three, up four. Not enough height. Cat is getting very close, but does not have enough height. Cat is committed to this. There's artifact 4 for Vanillable. Cat's gonna have to make a decision whether or not you keep attempting this boostless Life Grove or you just reset and come back. Oh my goodness, Cat did it! And was rewarded with the last Power Bomb expansion. Nicely done. Technically, you don't need Boost Ball for this if you know the trick. Very nicely done. Can we get some GGs in chat? Some claps? That was really well done by Cat. Yeah, so you can kind of cheese it without the Boost Ball there. Okay, so it's really nothing of importance. It's just a missile expansion. Let's get some hype in the chat there for Cat. Beautiful boostless Life Grove. By the way, Cat's gonna have to do it again to get out. Alright, Cat, you did it once. You do it again on the way out. Down you go. Now you gotta do the even tougher boostless life grove. You did it once, can you do it again? Chat? Let's get some hype going. I want to see some hype in the chat for Cat. This is a double boostless life grove attempt. Cat, the hard part's already done. You've done this once. You now have to do this again. Now, Vanillable is heading to do Chozo Ghosts. I'm not a fan of this. So just like when Vanillable faced Flagra, the biggest thing that Vanillable is going to need is gonna be Phazon Suit. There is no other out right now. It's either Plasma or Phazon. Those are your two potential outs of Vanillable in order for you to come back in this race. Life Grove had nothing. Cathuman could not do the over-the-top boostless Life Grove. Has to do the bottom one. We saw how tough it was for him last time. But again, he is committed. And he is having a tough time doing this the opposite way. Leaving Life Grove Tunnel. Here is Vanillable. With the super missiles in hand to take out the Chozo Ghosts. Again, Vanillable, you have two outs. Boost Ball isn't even an out for you right now. Here we go. What is it going to be on Chozo Ghosts? It needs to be something big. It's just a missile. Cathuman far and away in the lead. But again, Cat is spending an awful lot of time committed to this boostless Life Grove tunnel. Almost had it there on that last attempt. And it's unfortunate for Cat after spending almost 5 minutes. The decision has been made by Cat to reset. Luckily for Cat, Vanillable is very far behind. And now is even warping all the way back to start again. Not good, chat. Not good at all. Here we go. Chat, hold. Can we get some holds in chat? Will Frigate hold our boost ball? Oh, never mind. No need to hold. Basically, any check that doesn't have a plasma door is in logic right now. Well, with the exception of anything that needs thermal visor. Excuse me. We haven't even checked the workstation yet. The racer should definitely check workstation. It is just a missile expansion. Cat's got a decision to make. Farfen or mines, and it's gonna be a play. Oh, wait, hold. Oh my goodness, Cat's made the choice to go into the mines. Into the mines goes Cat. To the mines, to the mines, to the mines, 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 to the mines, to the mines, 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 mines. Correct, fast mode. Oh, nice drop and a peek at the item. Just a missile launcher here in PPC. No grav, no phase on. Last three required items: boost, plasma, and phase on. We've already seen Wave Buster and Flamethrower. We've not seen Ice Spreader yet. Ugh. No, hello, Boost Ball. That puts Life Grove into logic. Very nice. Boost Ball in Boombox. Let's go. Now, that's also it. That's everything Cat needed to be able to go beat Meta Ridley and go get the Phazon hint. Missile expansion inside of the Venti area here. Into Omega Research goes Cathuman. Dropping on down, heading towards his final goal of hitting back to the ship. Go get your 2 items in Talon. Go beat Meta Ridley and grab your Phazon hint. You want this missile expansion? Why? Seems like a crazy missile expansion to get, in my opinion. This maze is brutal. For those that are not sure about this maze, all the mazes are RNG based. There's a certain amount of mazes, I believe, coded into the game. So, oh, you had to do the maze to unlock the save station. That's right. Ooh, Cat's getting a little thirsty. Cat's gonna go and clear out the mines as far as he can. He's going to MQA. Will we find plasma or Phazon over here? MQA Plasma Beam. You are welcome, viewers. Now, did I gen Vanilla Phazon, which would be hilarious? Yeah, fast mode you did. Can we get a Vanilla Phazon with Plasma Beam? All of Talon is now wide open, including lower mines. PJ, that is correct. That is such a convenient plasma location. I'm glad I put it there. You know, I was thinking, how do I not upset racers? See? Just like that. That's how you don't upset the racers. Me, as tournament staff and someone who's jetting seeds, you just need to be kind to the racers. You be kind to the racers, they pay your enormous six-figure salary, everything is fine! Oops, did I say six-figure salary? That was supposed to stay secret. What do you think, I'm staying up past midnight for nothing? No, but in all seriousness here, this has been a very nice seed. All around. Some interesting item locations. But really, Plasma and Phazon being an MQA, and I believe that's Fungal Hall A, you really couldn't ask for anything better. And yes, this is Gravityless Frigate. So fun fact about Gravityless Frigate. Fully in logic, up to cargo freight lift, which is where the artifact is. So Vanillable ahead on artifacts, but Cat ahead on every other required item. And so for Cat here, this is going to be an this is going to be a gravityless frigate. All the way through, back into Great Tree Chamber. To Life Grove Tunnel. And then Cathuman will be done with this race. Excuse me. Oh, Vanillable doing the bomb jump. Very nice. This is the bomb jumps. It's a slow process, but it's bomb jumps all the way to the top of cargo freight lift. Oh, and gets knocked by one of the claws coming out of the wall. Those underwater claws. Again, this is... Oh, it's a... excuse me. Tentacle. Underwater sea tentacle? Not to be confused with Batwoon from Super Metroid. This is, by the way, not in logic. As I said, I think Underwater Frigate is in logic up to cargo freight lift without gravity. You can see how tough it is to climb cargo freight lift without gravity. So keep in mind, Thermal Visor was required to beat Thardus. Logically, in these settings, you need Thermal Visor and Wave Beam to get to and beat Thardus. Okay, Cat has gotten the artifact and has saved and warped the start. Cat's gonna take the long way around, gonna go back to landing site, up to Overgrown Cavern, go through Lake Chozo into Great Tree Chamber. I like this play. Now, again, PJ was asking what's the worst possible location for Thermal. Thermal could be anywhere in Far Fendrana. We haven't seen any of that. We've full seen Front Fen with the exception of Ice Temple, but it's something neither racer really went back for. I didn't see what was over there. I mean, it's possible Thermal's somewhere in Mines. It's not like we really need Thermal for anything inside of Mines. X-Ray is what was needed for Omega Pirate. Not Thermal. Thermal does make getting through Fungal Hall B easier because it's such a dark room. So that's my thought process there, PJ. Hope that answered your question. We're tied 5 artifacts apiece. Vanillable struggling with Gravityless Frigate. My pleasure. Cat is about 10 minutes away from beating this game, maybe 15. You've still got the final 3 boss fights to go. Vanillable taking a quick pause here. Alright. Nicely done. Way to get up, Cat. There's the artifact, and now with Boost Ball, this is easy peasy lemon squeezy. There you go. Nicely done, Vanillable. Nicely done, Vanillable. You got yourself out of Frigate Crash Site. Or Gravityless Frigate. Nicely done. Cat is now on his way. He's making a play for the safe station to up to start. He's gonna go beat Ridley. And gonna beat the game. Into the impact crater for Cat. That was a fast Ridley fight. Cat setting up Exo Skip? Okay. Was an interesting bomb jump. Beautiful climb through what I call worst room in the game. No, he's not going to Exo Skip. Alright, here we go. Metroid Prime Exo. Oh my goodness, Gravity Suit was in Farfen the whole time. Under the ice. Nicely done. So the only majors we haven't seen are Ice Spreader and Thermal Visor. Cat onto Subchamber 3. Vanillable is into Fendrana's Edge. There are two items here. The Fendrana's Edge item and Security Cave, I believe? Missile expansion in 1. Yeah, Gravity Suit, Gravity Chamber in Vanilla, but it was under the ice in, I don't know what room that is. But yeah, a Gravity Chamber being in one of those rooms above, yeah, I believe is what you were saying. BJ. And Vanillable is headed towards Gravity Chamber. Nice takedown of the drone there. There's Thermal! Thermal Visor in Gravity Chamber. The only thing the racers didn't find was Ice Spreader. But there's that Thermal Visor. Almost got it first try, Vanillable. Cat on to Subchamber 4. You got it, PJ. Now, you might be asking yourself, hey, WX, why do you say Thermal's not required when you need it for the Metroid Prime Essence fight? Well, the reason you don't really need it is because, you can kind of see where Metroid Prime Essence is by using your scan visor, and you can just wait. Wait for the thermal cycle to cycle out. Vanillable now checking labs, which we know there's nothing here. And Vanillable just doesn't want to go into the mines, and I don't blame them. Metroid Prime Exo defeated. Alright, so I was watching a streamer play their first playthrough of Metroid Prime. They played the remastered version. I'm curious what you all think. Do you like the design of Metroid Prime Essence in the original Prime one, or do you like the remastered version better? I like the original better. Let me know what y'all think in the Twitch chat. Missile expansion in Control Tower. So, Metroid Prime Essence in the remastered one is not as see-through as the original. It's a lot more like a sky blue color for its entire body, with the exception of the red. And I just think the way Metroid Prime Essence looks here, I kind of like that it's a little bit more transparent. Here we go, this should be it. Done. Congratulations, Cathuman. You have defeated Vanillable on the restream and in the race. GG's to Cat. And Vanillable has forfeited from the race. Get your GGs in the Twitch chat. Welcome in, Cathuman. GGs and congratulations.
Oh, GGs.
We'll see if Vanillable joins us for a little post-game interview.
Yep.
And here they come. Vanillable, welcome in.
Hello, hello.
GG's.
Hello.
Yes.
All right, so what are your overall thoughts on that seed?
I played horrible and routed even worse. The only thing that was good for me was I got the upper grav item second try, which I haven't
Yes, you
practiced
did.
that in
I
2
thought
years.
you had that first try, not gonna lie. You were like so close.
Yeah, I haven't practiced that in forever, so I was happy.
I would say the only major mistake I made in this run was maybe just going for Life Grove in general.
Yeah,
Did
you
you
spent.
do it boostless? I'm assuming.
First pass, I got the artifact boostless, and then I fell down to the half pipe again, and then
Okay.
I tried to get out from the other side, but that camera angle is kind of not the greatest. So I kind of just gave up on it, and then I went into phase on mines from the back, or not the back. Yeah, I think it's the back.
PPC.
Yeah,
From
workstation, PPC, yeah.
PTC, yep. And then I found boost, plasma, and then phase on 2, and then I was like, I was not feeling good about that when they just went back to back like that.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Nope.
That's
So,
too.
Boost Ball and Boombox, Plasma and MQA, and
No, it's
Phazon in Fungal Hall A.
Yeah, it's so horrible. Wow. Because I'm just entering mines right now. Damn it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very interesting spots for him. So, Kat, we saw you take a peek into Farfen and then chose against it. Vanillable went into Farfen. That's where gravity was. It was under the ice. And Thermal was upper gravity chamber.
Oh.
Which, obviously, that Thermal puts Stardust in Logic. So, very interesting item placements.
Yeah, I was trying to route I was pretty much just trying to route my artifacts, and then I would decide either lower mines or do Farfen, and yeah.
Hey,
Once
listen, at
getting that
least I didn't give
artifact
you
to work
some.
out.
Yeah, at least I didn't give you something in PMT or on OP. There's that.
That's fair.
I might have preferred that personally. I might have felt maybe just a little bit better about my routing decision.
I mean, overall, I thought the routing was pretty interesting. I know you mentioned routing, Kat. I was kind of saying on stream, I was trying to figure out. You went once you got your wave beam. You went all the way back for your Tower of Light artifact, and then I'm like, okay, if you're committing to Tower of Light here, do you just go all the way into late Chozo? And was just interesting. Did you just want to get Tower of Light out of the way with early, and then just go back to Magmore?
Yeah, that's pretty much just it. Just
Got
in
it.
case, something's there, kind of. I felt like I didn't want to go all the way. I did not really want to go all the way to Far Chozo
Yeah.
because, yeah, I'm still kind of just routing my other artifacts. I had a feeling that maybe Spider Ball would be on, like, Flagra or something. I was really
Yeah.
worried about that, but I also knew that I still had some checks on the way to Fen and in Fen, so
Cool.
kind of did that.
All right. Well, I'm going to leave the floor open to both of you. Anything you all want to talk about from the seed?
Um,
I thought it was a good race, personally.
yeah, I just felt like I could have played it a little better, that's all.
Fair
Pretty
enough.
much it.
Vanillable, what about you?
If I wasn't so worried for my last seed that like bosses like Flagra and Ghosts and other things burned me in the past, then it would have been a lot better for me. Because I was just way too worried about almost trivial things, I guess, this seed.
Fair.
But yeah, I mean, I wish I had gotten bar skip within a reasonable amount of time, which I didn't. Otherwise, I would have gotten to mines and not worried, and then came down here and found everything and not have to worry about the Farfendrana and stuff.
Gotcha.
And then I I attempted to do Gravless Frigate, because I'm like, maybe I could check Biohazard quickly. But I've only done that once, and I got close, but
You
I'm not
did.
quite sure if that's the slope jump you need to do at the end or not, so I need to go back and practice that
Oh,
again.
you mean the climbing the
Yep.
cargo freight lift?
Yeah,
Bomb jump wise.
I was so close to getting that.
Yeah, you pretty much you kind of bomb jump the whole way up, and then
Yeah,
like at that final part,
that's what I was
you
doing.
just you just jump once. Once you're out of the water, you jump again. And then
Yeah, I think you
afterwards.
had the wrong setup, Vanillable. Like when you got to like the top, you were like hitting this phason-y glow moss type thing. And as soon as you unmorphed to see where you were, you got swatted from the water and went right back down.
Yeah.
It was a really good attempt.
Well, I was near at the top too because I thought you had to get to that last platform before you get to the
Mm-hmm.
other one up there. But I just need to go review the setup for that. But yeah, I was almost at the top, unfortunately. But yeah, it is what it is. I mean, I just got randoed and chose poorly, so.
Yeah, you're good. All right. Final thoughts from both of you, and then I will close us out.
I got nothing. I feel like I said what I wanted to.
Cool.
Fair. I got nothing else.
All right. Well, listen, GG's to both of you. Cat advances to 2-2 in Group A. Vanillable drops to 1-2. Still plenty of time for both racers. And with that being said, PJ, thank you for posting the stuff. Go give the racers a follow in the chat. If you want to follow me, you can do that as well. For Vanillable, for cathuman, I'm WXFan21, saying we'll see you next mission.
See you next
Yeah.
mission.